What's going on YouTube? I'm making this real quick video to state the fact that I never thought I would see the day that I would agree with the LDVC. But after listening to people like Sporting Icon, Bruce fucking Bane, Counterpunch Boxing, which are all channels bigger than mine, and I normally tend to like their channels, I have to disagree. And before I get into this, Tyson Fury, I have been on record saying I believed he was the best of his era before he went on the 3 year hiatus from, cocaine, weight gain, etc., etc., etc. I've been on record stating that Tyson Fury was my favorite heavyweight in the past. Now I would say I'm leaning more towards a Dillian White, but that's regardless of the fact. The bottom line is this. With all that being said about how much I like Tyson Fury, this is a bad look. It's a real bad look. And I don't care about the deal that he just got with ESPN. I don't care about none of that. The bottom line is, and I'm on record stating that I believe Tyson Fury won the fight, but he didn't win the fight. The fact remains that regardless if you agree with it, disagree with it, however you feel about it, in the history books, in the record books, it states it's a draw. What happens in a draw? The champion keeps the belt. Deontay Wilder has the belt. And here's my issue. I understand Tyson Fury wants to fight in England. Okay? That's understandable. I came to America, fought you in America, now you fight me in England. But here's the bottom line. Tyson Fury doesn't get that right. He didn't win the belt. Regardless how anybody feels, he doesn't have the power. In boxing, the belt, the champion, makes the rules. And this whole concept of you have to fight around the world is stupid. I don't know who came up with this idea. See, a world champion does not have to travel the world. That's not what that means. A world champion beats people from around the world. Therefore, if I am the king and you want to challenge me, I can have home field advantage for every single fight I want. Like, say, Adonis Stevenson, how he made them all go to Canada. The bottom line is, as long as you're fighting people from around the world, you don't need to travel the world to be the world champion. Get that out the way right there real fast. But here's the deal. Tyson Fury came out on Twitter after a 2 week break of everybody thinking that this rematch isn't going to happen, right? Then he's like, let's get it on, you Dawson. So everybody thought the fight was going to happen. Now the fight's not going to happen because Tyson Fury's calling it off. What I don't like is if they were going to run with the fact that, okay, we're going to do it in England, then that's cool. But that's not the original statement. The original statement was Tyson Fury needs a warm-up fight before he fights Wilder. Then Fury comes out, no, 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 no. I don't need a warm-up fight. I need to do it in England because I came to America. But that's not how it works. See, the bottom line is this. Deontay Wilder did not have to fight Tyson Fury. He did not, because in a draw, a rematch clause goes out the fucking window because nobody lost. So therefore, it's not a mandatory. And I give Deontay Wilder a lot of credit because he really wanted this fight. He's trying to push for this fight. He's not scared of this fight, even though I believe he got outboxed for 10 out of 12 rounds. But here's the deal. And this is the thing that I have been saying. No matter how good Tyson Fury gets, no matter how much he improves, there's one thing we know for sure when it comes to Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder can knock him out. Period. There is no discussion. There is no question. There is no debate. Deontay Wilder can knock out Tyson Fury. Undisputed. It's true. Why do I say that? Because if you watch their fight, Wilder barely clipped Fury and knocked him on his ass. Then he caught him cleanly in the 12th round and knocked him damn near out. Like, it took everything Fury had to get up to beat the 10 count. And yes, he beat the 10 count because if you watch the Showtime clock, he went down to 21. He was up by 11. That's 10 seconds. There's no video you can watch where people slow it down, speed it up. None of that shit matters. Look at the real clock. I think it was like 2:21. He went down. 2:11. He was up. End of question. The clock that matters is that clock, the official clock, and you could watch it. Put out by Showtime. So there's no doctoring to it to make it look like, oh, it's this many tenths of seconds too fast. This many tenths of seconds he beat up. No, he was up. Period. End of story. But it doesn't matter. What that proves is if Deontay Wilder can clip Fury, he can put him down. And if he can put him down once, he can put him down twice. Damn sure he's gonna put him down the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th time. It's inevitable. We know without a doubt by that fight that Wilder can knock Fury out. And I'm starting to lean towards Fury's scared of this fight. Like, I've been on the fence. I've been on the borderline of no, Fury just feels like he got fucked over. He got screwed. And, that's the whole reason why. He wants to go to his territory so he won't get screwed. But the bottom line is this. He didn't come out with that originally saying it had to be in England. He didn't come out originally saying that he needed a tune-up fight before the rematch. And a tune-up fight shows insecurity. It shows doubts, because why would you need a tune-up fight if you already fought the guy and you feel like you beat him and you can beat him again? Doesn't make sense. Certain things don't add up. 1 + 1 don't equal 3. See what I'm saying? So as much as I dislike Deontay Wilder's style, I think he has no fundamentals. I think technically he's probably the worst heavyweight champion that's ever been. But the one thing you cannot deny, and like Wilder's been saying, you can't deny his power. And the thing is, I think against a guy like AJ, Dillian White, I don't know about Miller. We'll have to see how he does against AJ, how he can weather the storm. I just don't think Wilder's good enough to beat hard punchers because Tyson Fury hurt Wilder. See, thing with Tyson Fury is he's a softer puncher. Yeah, he can move, he can do all this, but he's not a knockout artist. He doesn't have that bow. So a guy like Deontay Wilder has a lot more opportunities to knock out a guy like Fury who's not going to put him out. But with that being said, my point is Fury had Wilder wobbly at least twice in the fight. Okay? So if Fury can wobble him, that means AJ, Dillian, etc., could knock him out. He can be knocked out. But to get back on point, if Fury really truly sticks with this fight isn't going to happen, then this fight may never happen again, because the bottom line is unless Wilder loses the belt, he has the power. And if Wilder doesn't want to fight Fury again because Fury needs a warm-up, needs it to be in England, etc., then you know what? At the end of the day, that's Fury's fault, and I don't hold it against Wilder. Problem is, once you say you're going to fight somebody, you need to fight them. You need to be a man of your word. Whether the cards are stacked against you or not, they were already stacked against you the first time you came. So what's the difference in the second one? I mean, you run the risk of what? Getting another draw? It is what it is. But if you go in there and you outbox the man and don't get knocked down, then there is no question. And I really doubt the WBC is going to be able to do. I don't know. They did it twice with Canelo and Triple G. So maybe they would. But the bottom line is, at the end of the day, to get back to the point, not to drag this video out forever, and I'm taking a deep sigh because I don't want to say it, but I'm really starting to believe Tyson Fury is scared of the rematch. I'm really starting to believe that Tyson Fury knows no matter how much he outboxes Wilder, if Wilder gets lucky and clips him, the fight could end. And if the fight ends, he loses to a guy he believes he's much superior to, which I believe he's superior to him. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's fight. It don't matter like inch or a mile. It don't matter how you win. It just matters that you win. So if Wilder has zero technique, zero anything, at the end of the day, if he can rock somebody and knock him out, he wins the fight. Doesn't matter how ugly it is. If he keeps winning, he's winning. My problem with Wilder is I don't feel like he's been fighting top-tier opponents. But with Tyson Fury, and I don't consider Ortiz a top-tier opponent. He looked like shit against Christian Hammer. He was out of gas by the 6th round. And Christian Hammer isn't even a good fighter. He's got 6 losses. A journeyman at best. And Ortiz looked bad against a guy who ain't even that good. So I don't know where this Ortiz is. I'll make a video on this. Ortiz is not no fucking boogeyman. I don't know where that shit came from. Ortiz has no great wins. The greatest win that Ortiz has is against Jennings. And Jennings didn't pan out. After Jennings lost to Klitschko, it was over for his career. So that's really it. on Ortiz's record. But back to the point, because I ramble, and I'm not trying to ramble. Once again, I disagree with Sporting Icon. I disagree with Bruce fucking Vane. I disagree with Counterpunch Boxing. I disagree with all the other channels that are big, T Street, etc., that are against Wilder. It's not Wilder's fault. Wilder still got the gold. He still got the belt. He still got the green around his waist. At the end of the day, Tyson Fury wants that belt. He's got to go to America, no matter how many times they draw. Until he gets that belt, that is Deontay Wilder's bargaining chip, the only one that matters when it comes to Fury, because Fury doesn't have a belt. It doesn't matter that he had all the belts. He lost them all, whether they were through being forced out and vacating them, drug addiction, except it doesn't matter. He doesn't have the belts anymore, and he never had the WBC to begin with. So even if Tyson Fury had all the belts like he used to, like AJ has his belts now, at the end of the day, if he wanted the WBC, he would still have to go to Deontay Wilder's demands, even if he had the majority of the belts. It just comes down to how bad does he want the belt? How much does he believe in himself? And right now, I'm starting to think that he ain't that confident to hit one more time, to not keep being repetitive. When you say you need a warm-up fight in between a rematch, which is unheard of, shows doubts. And I'm sorry, Tyson Fury. If you don't do this fight, I can't ride with you. I can't co-sign with you. I can't put my. I always claim to be unbiased, and if I picked your side, I would be being biased in this case and overlooking the fact that you look scared. You really do. So that's my 2 cents. Thank y'all for watching, and I appreciate the views.